Hi, I'm Melissa Sanchez, and today we're in the Mermaid Tears studio. I'm going to show you how to make a very simple and fun heart-shaped mini book. Mini books are a great way to do quick, fun, easy projects to put those photos that are just going to sit in your box for a year and a half. I've taken a heart-shaped mini book and a pack of designer paper. This is really easy if you're going to make a mini book. It's a good idea to just buy it in a pack because all the colors coordinate and you don't have to think about putting them together. Now the first thing I did was just take get this off here, is one of the 12 by 12 sheets and cover each page. I didn't get fancy. I just put the paper over the actual bare book and then took an X-Acto knife and cut around it. That takes a little bit of work. You got to put it down. I'm using a mat, self-healing mat, and you have to very carefully cut around. Make sure you have a sharp X-Acto knife blade. If it starts ripping the paper, you know you need to change the blade. Don't skip on the blade. They're cheap and you're going to ruin your pretty paper if you don't change the blade. So I went through and did that with every page, changing the colors. So once you're done lining the book, then go through and add some extra papers. Then the fun part begins, and that's adding the embellishments. I went ahead and got some embellishments that matched the pack of paper that I bought. And they came with these flowers. They're like 3D sticker flowers, which are cool. Then I went to a bargain store. I bought these bunches of silk flowers. They're like $1, and I decapitate them. And I destroy them, because who wants to pay $3 for like a little thing of flowers? Buy them a whole bunch for $1, and then you pluck them out, and look. So I took one of them and I put one of these 3D flowers on it. And now all I need to do is glue it to this section that I've already cut out with my French curves, put a little embellishment there. Just take one of these sticky dots. I actually get it on the page. See, and there you go. I took some more of these 3D little embellishments, added some ribbon, put a little title there. It says Living Life to the Fullest, and then Wonderful. When I made this book, I was thinking more of like a Mother's Day book that I would give my mom and then she could stick photos. So now I'm going to add some embellishment to this page. I'm going to start by taking the paper that I cut to line one of the hearts. I'm creasing it down the middle because I want it to lay flat. And I'm going to figure out how to lay this so that it's pretty. And I'm going to take a French curve and a pencil. I'm actually tracing right on the paper. I'm going to cut around it, and chances are I'm going to ink this, so it doesn't matter that I'm writing on the front side of the paper. You want to actually draw on the front side of the paper so you can see your line. The good thing about French curves is you can turn them around and get, they match up with the curve. So you can flip them over, you can flip them this way. French curves are also a great way to make scrolls. Okay. Now that I've drawn my pattern, I'm just going to go through and cut. This is a lot cheaper than buying that paper that's already cut in these cool scroll shapes. Trust me. Okay, then, just to get the little edges roughed up, I'm going to go through and use this distressing tool. Could also ink the edges, but I think I want this distressed look on the actual paper without adding color. Okay. Now I'm going to lay that back on my book. See how I want those scrolls. Ooh, that's actually really neat. Okay. For this part, I'm just going to use a glue stick because I want all of it to be glued. And if I use a tape runner type adhesive, which is what I use to actually line the book, it just tends to not cover as well. Now I'm matching up the center point with the crease that I already have. I think that looks good. Okay. I'll flip it over and cut. Now for the fun part, the embellishments. This is my favorite part. Just kind of looking, what will look good on this page? So I think, let's see, I really like this. This little glittery flower here. Ooh, perfect place to put ribbon. It has a hole for ribbon. Oh, here's another tip. Oh yes, I do have it. So to string ribbon through holes like this, and fiber, I use a lot of fiber, I take a bobby pin, string it through, and then shove the bobby pin through the hole. Here we go. See, there's one. So now we're going to work on the cover. You know, the cover is actually first impression kind of thing, so you want to make the cover stand out. Here I just did the same thing with, I got my little dollar flowers for a whole bunch, and I switched out, so you can pluck these apart. I just put two of the pink ones and I put an orange one on top. And then I used these really pretty brads, and I just put it in the center. I also did my little French curve thing. And this was a real, this is a little scrap of paper. See, I even use this. I wanted to add like a stamp here. I love stamping, so I have a million stamps, but I wanted to add a stamp there. And I love these acrylic stamps, except when they don't stick anymore. Just wipe it on my pants. I'm also using a very light chalk stamp as opposed to a dye or an ink-based stamp. Gives a little bit of a lighter look. I don't want it to be too dominating because, you know, the pattern paper has a lot of design. I just want it to be a subtle impression on the back. Okay, and now I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to add a title. I've got these little glitter stickers, and I'm going to pull off the M with my X-Acto knife. I'm just going to write Mom. See, this is perfect because they stick to the X-Acto knife. And then I can place it, lay it down just so. I'm actually fixing the alignment of this first M. Okay, so there's my little title. So there we go.